Live. Hello. Whoever's watching this, Facebook, YouTube, VidMe, whoever this gets to. Gonna give it a minute for everything to everybody to come in. Notice the video or the live stream. If this is your first time watching, I'm Aaron Fowler. Nice to meet you. Namaste. Thanks for watching. Hey, Jocelyn. How are you? So please like and share. If you hit the share button in here, you can invite. Hi, Heather. Today we're going to be talking about the 8 principles of the universe, natural law. Thanks, Roxanne. Hi, Rachel. I was trying to do YouTube on my laptop and Facebook at the same time on the phone, but I haven't figured out how to go live on Facebook yet from the laptop, so we'll just stick to Facebook for now. But I'll load all these videos onto Facebook, they'll be on my page and they'll be on YouTube, and I'm going to start loading them onto VidMe as well. Thank you, Heather. Hi, BB. Namaste. Hey, Roxanne, will you share that in the share group and the Hope Live group chats, please? All right, so yeah, today we're going to be talking about the 7 Hermetic laws of ancient Kemet. So this is ancient wisdom, but still applies today, applies to our universe always. Of course, we're always growing, we're always expanding, and I'm not saying we couldn't expand to this, because there are a lot of expansions that we can go off of these 8 principles. 7 are actually explained, but I'll explain what encompasses all of these principles in one, which is the 8th principle. Been studying a lot about ancient knowledge, ancient religion, ancient history, and they connect over and over again. So I am going to teach today about this, about natural law. Let's see here. So natural law, the definitions of natural. Let's break this word down. So the definitions of natural would be inherent, having a basis in nature, reality, and truth, not made or caused by humankind. So these are laws that we will all follow whether we like it or not. And you can try to break them and defy them. Go ahead, see what happens, because these are natural universal laws, at least within our universe. And I've seen it throughout my life, and if you paid enough attention, you'll see it as well. But then we're going to go over this, and then I'll do some one-question readings. I just ask if you could please share and invite your friends, and then ask a question. But we're going to go over the natural laws, or the principles, rather. And this is what we should all live by. This is what we all need to base, we probably should base everything from, as far as a society and how we treat each other, and understanding this law, you will then understand the dark, the light, a little bit better. How we feel and how we kind of go in these waves, like I talk about, as far as emotionally and as far as our spiritual growth. Anyway, so natural is basically inherent, having a basis in nature, reality, and truth, not made or caused by humankind. So these are things that were there from creation. Okay, these are things from Creator of all of us, everything, the one, dark, light, neutral, whatever. This comes from that source. Law, an existing condition which is binding and immutable, which is what I was saying, cannot be changed. Cannot be changed. So these are the ways that we live by. So natural law, meaning if I put my hand in the fire, it's going to burn. You know, we have to use our common sense, heart and mind together. And when I say mind, I don't mean the brain. I mean the mind. I mean, that is the collective. The mind and the heart connected. The masculine, the feminine. And we're going to talk about that too here in a minute. So, we've gone over natural law. Cannot be broken. You can try to defy it. Go ahead. But it can't be broken. All right, now the 7 Hermetic laws or principles to base everything off of, and you can go from there. Like I said, it can expand from there within these 7 or 8 principles, actually. You know, the 8th is probably the most important. The first one being the principle of mentalism. The all is mind. The universe is mental. It is all of mind. It is all created by us. It is all created by the mind. Like I said before, not the brain, not the human brain, the mind, the collective mind. Hi, Judy. Hi, Paula. Thank you for sharing. Let's see here. So basically everything in the mind. So, you know, you can take that to your own life and think, you know, I talk to a lot of people, do a lot of healings. That's also, if you'd like to, you know, send me a message if you want to do, you know, if you need a healing or anything like that. I do offer those services. I do appreciate the donation or the payment for it, but we can work other things out just depending on your situation. I mean, I'm not going to do a free reading for you so you can learn how to manipulate your girlfriend or your boyfriend. That's just not going to happen. But healings, things like that, we can work something out. So, but I do appreciate the payment. It keeps me going and keeps me doing these videos. So, okay, first we got through the principle of mentalism. That's the first one. Second, correspondence. The principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. So what we think and we create, like I was saying, with using that mentalism and everything is of the mind, that is what we create in our lives. That can be dark or light. Actually, it's usually both. But we always want to strive to the light. That's just a bit of advice from Spirit. We always want to strive toward the light. Sometimes we have to walk through that darkness, but always carry the light through the darkness. Never carry the darkness through the light. And that's what we'll get to next. There is a difference. Here in the next number 4, but we're going to go to number 3 first. So basically, correspondence. Understand that what we're doing here is what goes on in heaven, is what goes on on the other, you know, on all the other dimensions. We affect that. Let's see here. Which brings me to my next one, vibration. That is the number 3 principle. Vibration, the principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves. Everything vibrates. That means an inanimate object, or an animal that has passed or died, anybody, anything, it all vibrates. Everything is living. And it is all about vibration and that frequency. And that's what gives us our abilities, being able to kind of, from this earth or from wherever, you know, whatever planet we lived on, or whatever dimension we come from, we can ascend through the mind, through the heart. We ascend. We can see those things. We're not just looking, we're seeing, actually experiencing it as proof, as fact. Those things in your mind, you know, as people say, I'm crazy, I'm thinking up all these things. That's where we live. That is our home. We're just experiencing this in our vessel, in our meat suit. I like to say. Let's see here. So vibration. Everything vibrates. Remember that. Sorry, I've been dealing with a little bit of allergies, but I'm feeling the healing because I'm getting better. So, number 4, the principle of polarity. Positive and negative, neutral. There is always positive. There is always negative. It's always there. Nothing. Let's see here. The principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. And you will experience this every day. You can ignore it and not see it, but it's there. Let's see here. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half-truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. Meaning we always expand, but there is always a positive. There is always a negative polarity. Just like the Earth. We have a North Pole, we have a South Pole. That's our polarity. That's within all of our universe. It's how everything works. All right, next would be the the principle of gender. The principle of gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes. So there we go again with polarity. We can mix that with the gender as well. And all of these correlate together. They all work together. Every one of these principles. But everything, all of us, we have a feminine aspect and a masculine aspect and vice versa. All of us have it within us. Everything in this universe has it within it. It's part of the creation of life. It's part of that spark. It's fact. It's science, yet spiritual. I love it. It's perfect. So, the principle of gender, everything's masculine, everything encompasses masculine and feminine energy. Keep that balance. That's important. Don't let one take over the other. But, like lately, in the last, probably 100 years or maybe even longer, it's been a masculine. It's been too masculine. Too logical. And that's caused us to lose our heart and our way to love. We need to keep that free-flowing energy of the feminine within us as well. And use it just as much as we use the logic. Which is also a paradox. Are you guys all hearing me? Because I'm having a little bit, it says the connection's weak. And I haven't looked at the screen here in a minute. I'll wait for a second here. Can you guys hear me? Just send me a comment. Let me know that you can hear me and see me. All right. Thank you, Becky. Hi, Becky. All right. So where are we? We were on gender. On to number 5. So the principle of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. And that's what we talk about, the flow. We talk about the flow. Staying in that flow. It's exciting. It feels, sometimes it can be scary, but it's not. It's actually, it's like right before you're getting ready on that roller coaster to go down that real steep part. That feeling of butterflies, that's where we naturally live. That's where you should live. That's where you're in your most alert. That's where you're most aware. So, rhythm. Everything flows, everything up, ebbs, everything flows. We expand, we contract. You notice how all these principles are kind of in alignment with each other. They're all kind of saying the same thing. There's a balance there. I'm a Pisces. I know balance. I know a little bit of balance. I don't know all of balance. Whenever you say you know everything is when the universe says, oh yeah? So anyway, okay, so rhythm being the fifth. Or is that sixth? Sixth. Uh, Number 7 would be the principle of cause and effect. We've all experienced this one. The principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law, natural law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. It's true. Karma. Think about karma. And we don't want to think about this as a scary thing, but understand when we deal with negative, we've bred that negative to come back at us. So we've thrown some kind of negative out there to get that back. Just understand it. We're all going to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Not any of us. So, really when it comes to judging others, that's what we want to look at. It's cause and effect. It's, you make a mistake, you throw something negative out there, it's going to come back. So, of all these 7, which are usually the ones just written, that's the 7. These are also, they can also fit within the seed of life, if you all know what the seed of life is, in each circle. But if you draw this out and put all 7 of these in that circle, in each circle, there is one more circle. Do you guys know what that circle would be? Where it would be? Which is the number 8 principle. Hi Esther, you're Pisces. See a lot of Pisces in you. That's awesome. Okay, so you'd have all the circles of the seed of life. The 8th circle surrounds all of them. And you can look it up. You look up the 7 principles, 7 hermetic principles. You can look it up, and you can see integrating with the flower of life. It's all part of that, or the seed of life, excuse me, which is part of the flower of life. So it all is encompassing. So anyway, the 8th would be that circle that encompasses that seed. Care. So none of these work if we don't care. Care being the 8th principle. We need to care about what we're doing. That's in our job, that's in our family life. If we don't care, we're not going to do it. So caring for all of these principles and caring for yourself, and that's what you're doing by caring for these principles. Caring for yourself and caring for others is where, if you want to ascend and you want to be to that highest ascension, or a high ascension, I think it's infinite, so there's no highest. This is where what we need to understand, these principles. Anyway, so I'm done with that. I hope you enjoyed it. I can answer some questions now on a psychic level here. If you guys have one question, just please share and invite, like my page, please. I appreciate it. And I will keep getting videos out. Does anybody have any questions? Becky says, my son Glenn lost his first baby. Will he ever have another? Yes, 2 more. And one is going to be the same baby that didn't come, the one he lost. Same soul. So yeah. Hi, Kim. Esther asks, hi, is my father okay? Yes. Is your father passed? Lorraine, my mom really poorly is okay. I think Lorraine, yeah, I actually see he is watching over really close right now, especially. Your son Jared, are you having problems kind of directing him in the right direction, Kim? That's what I'm seeing. Like you feel like you're not directing him? Karen, what about me? Any more children in my future? Yes, one more. Looks like December is where I see conception. Karen. Heidi, you have already discovered your gifts. Just listen to them and use them. The more you use them, the stronger you get, the more confident you get in them. So yeah, you have the gifts. You've discovered them. You discovered them for a long time you've known. Jody Lee Wittes, should I move to Muskoka? Yeah, you'll have an opportunity to do that. 4 months, it looks like. Yeah, I thought so, Esther. Yeah, he's definitely around. You guys need to, basically all of us need to pay attention to our dreams. If you want to contact people from the other side, which is what you can do, I mean, that's why when I connect to you and, they connect to you as well, I'm speaking to your circle of people or spirit, or souls. So, these are things that you're getting already. You just need to listen to yourself. Listen to these voices. When you get that feeling or that scent or see somebody, that's them trying to come through to you. And dreams are the best way to do that. You're welcome, Jody. Kim, my husband Jimmy on the other side. Yeah, he's feeling bad. Have you been doing a lot of crying lately? Really upset, Kim? Miguel, you have a lot of special gifts. Start using them. Start from an empathic side. You feel people's feelings. Use that first, then open up your other chakras. But work on the solar plexus right now, opening that up first. Letting it in. You have to accept. No, Lorraine, I actually see there's some more holistic medicine that will help him. I'm not a doctor, but from a spiritual perspective, that's what I'm being told. Look at more of the holistic. There is some prescription holistic medicine. CBD oils or CBD will help. Wendy, yes, you have gifts. You would start with the third eye. You always use your third eye. And try to stay away from, try to take care of that pineal gland inside of you, inside of the brain, the middle of your brain. No more calcifying. Don't drink tap water at all. All spring water. And bless it as well. Ashley, how to accept and live with past actions and bad karma. How to move past these feelings and lessons. Okay, that's a good question. Continue to do good work. You're going to make mistakes sometimes. Every once in a while when we're running, we trip. And we fall flat on our face. But you continue to reach toward the light. That means reaching toward more truth, reaching toward our source. And leading by example. We all make mistakes. Every day we make mistakes. That's really what Jesus and Buddha and Muhammad, all of them were teaching. Yes, you do all have gifts. And if you guys don't realize that you have them by now, because we're going through an ascension, and that's... Hi, Tammy. Your gifts are going to be wide open. So if you feel different spots, like here, especially here, that light, it feels like some energy's coming out of your chest or going into it, that's your gift. You're able to we were given these chakras for a reason. They all have special techniques that we can use. They all allow us to use special techniques. Nikki, your second daughter, is she away right now to school? Yes, Lorraine, you have more than one gift, but start with one. Start simple. Phyllis, what was that? I didn't catch your question. Hi, Natalia. Yeah, Kim, you just need to let that experience it. Don't avoid it. Let those emotions come. Deal with them. You might have to lock yourself in a room for a little while because you might have some outbursts, but just experience it and let it go. Understand it's gone. You're moving on. We have to live in the present. It's better to live in the present. It's better to live. We've made mistakes, but we learn from those mistakes. Everybody. It's all of us. The good, the bad. We all learn from it. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, what do I see, like midsection or lower midsection? It's a problem there. How to lucid dream, VQ. Go to bed with that intent right before you go to sleep. Ask for that. It might take 3 or 4 days, but if you stay consistent, you'll get it. And it took me, I think, 2 weeks, actually focusing on doing it. I mean, I did it naturally a lot, but yeah, it took me like 2 weeks to actually do it. Yeah, just planning for it. Phyllis, Arizona looks a lot better. It vibrates a lot higher with you. But it might be right on that border of New Mexico and Arizona. Yes, Jody. You've got, it looks like about another 4 to 6 weeks. Bless you, Vicky. You're welcome. Phyllis. Hi, Stormy. Andrea Larson, yes, he is being faithful, but you guys do need to connect on a lot deeper level. I wouldn't say the physical yet. I think it's more about the mind and the spirit. You guys need to connect on that level a lot deeper because that's where the disconnect is. But I don't see him cheating. You're welcome, Jody. Yeah, go ahead, Phyllis. Well, Kaz, you have a reoccurring dream, but not a nice one. I would say the lucid dreaming. You need to focus on the lucid dreaming. Next time you're in that reoccurring dream, start to reconstruct it. Change it to the way you want it. It's your dream. Don't let anybody take over your dreams. That's your dream. You're welcome, Andrea. Okay, I get you. You guys are like quite a ways away too, huh, Nikki? Mary, you've got something messing with you, but a lot of this is self-created from what I'm picking up, so it's more like a poltergeist. So be careful with your thoughts. That's what we were talking about earlier. Go over this video and just look up the 7 principles and understand care surrounds all of it. So if we don't care about any of these principles, yeah, life doesn't go so well. We're fighting the current. Esther, look up spiders. That's actually a good sign for you. You guys have dreams of things that scare you, like animals or spiders? Look up the spiritual animal meaning. You'll be amazed. It'll usually be right. It's like that spirit's around. That animal spirit or archetype is around for a reason. Learn from it. That's all of thing. Everything means something. It all has something to do with us. Every piece of dust, every atom. That's what we are. We're atoms. Hi, Heather. Bob Thompson. Yes, you're doing good. No, you're fighting through a lot of this stuff, and it is a fight at first. Your ego's got to get used to that. But once you kind of break through and understand, it's actually better to live higher ascended on a much higher plane. That's what's going to create that paradise back here on Earth. There's patches of paradise all over right now, but we can create it all to where it's all paradise and coexist with people we don't agree with, but we can love each other. Judy, what is messing with you? There again, I see it being something you're letting worry really get in, and anxiety. So it's like the nightmares are kind of being thrown at you, and that's we can create our own demons. I'm not saying there aren't dark spirits, and because there are, and that will be living in that state for too long. You will you'll be surrounded by them. But always be the light, even if it's in the darkness, because we all experience the darkness too. Mm-hmm. Hi, Diana. Nice to see you again. Is my connection still good? Arena, what is your purpose? What do you want to do? What do you feel compelled to do? I feel like you are on more of a spiritual path, and you have to go and find out a direction. You've got like 3 different choices, but you've got to choose between the 3. You can do all of them, but start with one. You're thinking about a lot of them, but you're not starting anything. I say that with love. You're welcome, Bob. Keep at it, dude. Fuzzy? Yeah, well, we have to deal with fuzzy sometimes. As long as it's not always fuzzy. Hey, Cece. You're not too late. You can watch it again. What'd you do? Go to sleep? Just kidding. Love you. Thank you for coming. Mm-hmm. Thank you all for sharing. I'm appreciative of it. Like I said, I do have a YouTube channel. Aaron Fowler, or Psychic Impressions. Psychic Impressions? I don't even remember what it's called. Aaron Fowler, Psychic Medium, and Psychic Impressions on YouTube. And then Facebook, obviously, where I'm broadcasting from. You can click on that link or click on the name there. Send me a private message if you'd like to schedule reading or healing. Or I also offer lessons on how to use your own gifts, that's what this is. That's what this was a lesson. I've been through a lot of different dimensions and read and viewed a lot of things, and these principles that I just spoke of, they're pretty ironclad. Thank you. You love my hair. I love my hair too. Hair's an antenna. Longer the hair, the more you pick up. Sounds weird, but it's true. I love you too, Cece. Thank you, Natalia, for sharing. What's that? Cutting cords? Yeah. Who was that? Chrissy? Why are we cutting cords so hard? I keep thinking I let go, but energy lingers. By the way, I love you. Awesome. That's the second person. Why are we cutting cords so fast? It looks like... why is it so hard? Why is it hard? Because you've been avoiding it for so long. You can't avoid it anymore. These emotions are going to come back, and you have to deal with them and see them and accept them for what they are. But realize you're living in the now right here, and you need to... It's better to put out that positive. Do the good work. Do the God work. That's true. Share your knowledge. Help somebody else. Pay for a meal for somebody. Say hi. Give somebody a hug. Tell somebody you love them. Keep that work. That's what keeps us from, I stay pretty level, and I always have, because I've always been able to kind of know how to channel that. If I'm getting attacked, feel like I'm getting attacked negatively, I just keep doing the work. I'm continue to do the work, to do the spiritual work, and do the inner work. And I don't usually let things, I'm not to say I don't get emotionally involved in things. I do. Feel all these same things that you feel. Sorry. Anyway. So, let's see here. Join your site unveiled. Yeah, send me a private message afterwards, Bob. Nice to see you, Courtney. How are you doing? See, Courtney's she's living her authentic life, and she's learning to cut cords and, also be unconditional. But she's doing good. She's on the right path. It takes courage to be on the right path. You may not get all the material things you want. It's not about the material things. Those are just matter. Yes, they do matter in a way, but it's all energy. And we all have the same amount of that if we want it. Heather Nicole, are my abilities increasing? I have started a people's face and picture of crystals. To see people's faces, yeah. That's good. Yeah, these other beings are helping you. Something about my words. Chrissy says, glad I came across this video. Something about your words echoes. It will echo if you think about it and just meditate about it. These principles are there for a reason. This is how we live. Try to prove it wrong or not. It doesn't matter. It's fact. Yeah, I'm really interested, Bob. Thank you, Rose. What I can see about the soulmate that just came into your life recently. Good things. Continue to grow with him. Get to know him. Just build that foundation first. That's what's important. Both of you need to kind of share that equal respect of each other's lives and your lives together. But respect is necessary love and respect is necessary between the two of you. Courtney Thompson says, I'm reopening my business and reconnected with those other people, but my situation has not changed. Any messages for me? Yeah, you've only been doing this for like 2 or 3 weeks. So, it takes time. You've put that's cause and effect. Like I said, sometimes cause and effect comes right back at you. A lot of the times, all that energy you put out there takes some time to come back. So just be patient. Continue to do the work. Continue to do that work you feel like you need to do. Something that is within you that tells you what direction you should go, that motivates you, that makes you care. Like I just talked about it, Esther. How does one overcome anxiety? Do that work, spiritual work. Whether that's learning, reading a book about something spiritual, just anything or looking within is probably the most important. It is. Everything starts from within. So really following yourself and having courage, knowing that you're a lot stronger than those anxious feelings or thoughts. You have to zap those when they come in. Hi, Nancy. I'm good. How are you doing? Thank you, Lizzie. Thanks for sharing. All the way from the UK. Well, I'm hoping it spans across the world, Lizzie. My energy. Thank you. I feel your energy as well. Love you. Hi, Laura. Hi, Natalie. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to cut the video here soon. So one more question, and then we'll cut it off. But yeah, go back and watch this and look up the seven Hermetic Principles. They will resonate. Like I said, I challenge you all to try to break them if you want. I mean, go ahead. I mean, I'm not inciting anything, but really, that's, or prove them wrong, I guess is the best way to say it. Good. You're doing better, Nancy. Keep it going. You know, your body is your universe. Make it well. Brittany says, hi, Aaron. I love and light. I'm skeptical in my own marriage. Having doubts. Could the reason I'm worried be true? There again, you're standing too much in worry, but that's more of a connection that you're not. That's a communication connection you're not having in your marriage. You're not connecting on that spiritual level. Understanding there is actually an energetic connection there. Even though you can't see it, you can feel it. You guys need to find that connection again. I believe that there is a lot of hope for this marriage. All right, guys. Thank you for coming. Please share. Please like my page here on Facebook. I much appreciate it. If you have any questions or if you want to schedule a reading, let me know. Or a lesson or anything you want, anything you want. We've got a few different services. Hi, Paula. Stormy. Anyway, y'all have a great day. Have a great week. I will talk to you soon. Namaste.